Hey guys, this is Herbie, and today I'm going to be doing a quick lesson on grid references and how to use grid references using ArmA 3 and the ACE modification, which we'll be using to go from 4-figure, 6 to 8-figure grid references. So the reason I'm doing this is because grid references are actually incredibly simple and incredibly easy to do up to 8-figure. There's no reason why anybody should struggle with doing an 8-figure grid reference. I've heard of communities that use keypad systems, which is a bit bizarre to me, as you know, the ease of doing an 8-figure grid in ArmA gives you a lot more accuracy, and it's something people kind of don't really know about, don't really use. So if we're going to look into the map. So you'll see on the map you've got these lines going all the way across it. That is your grid. And you'll see at the top and bottom you've got numbers 0, 1 up to 10, 0, 0 up to 10. These are your eastings. And you can remember that because eastings go east. Along the side, so from 0, 1 to 0, 6 on both sides, you've got more numbers. These are your northings. Now, to do a grid reference, you go to the bottom left of the grid you want to give. So say I wanted to give this 4-figure grid reference, I would go to the bottom left hand corner, and then you do easting first, then northing. So this one is 0404, and that is talking about this entire kilometre by kilometre square. Now, for a real map, you'd have to use map tool to use 6-figure references. Luckily, the ArmA gods, if you zoom in, have provided us with 6-figure grid references, which have the exact same principle of 057 of eastings first, then northings, going to the bottom left hand corner. So the grid reference for this square is 057046. You got down here 057 and down here 046. Where they intersect is here, which means this grid reference with that in its bottom left hand corner is 057046. Now, to do anything further accurately, you need to use map tools in ACE. And this will allow you very easy to get 8-figure grid references. So if you go to map tools and you use the small map tool rather than the normal map tool, this will make it a lot easier. You'll get this small compass, which will be familiar for anyone who likes hitchhiking. Hitchhiking you shouldn't need a compass, you know, it's got a car. Normal hiking, hill walking, that kind of thing. And it's got here the ArmA, which is these two scales going 0 to 10. If you put these over a 4-figure grid, you'll see it matches the 4-figure exactly. And in real life, how you'd find a 6-figure grid, so say I want to find a 6-figure grid of this junction here, you put where the two zeros intersect on where you want it, and then you go to the bottom, 05, see where that intersects this line, which it intersects it in the 7 range, so that's the 0 range, that's the 1 range, the 2, the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So because it's not over the 8 line, it's still 7 in that grid reference, so it'll be 057, then say at the bottom 047, which if we zoom in you can see 057, 047 is that whole grid reference. However, if we wanted a bit more accurate, so we wanted to get this actual building, so a 6-figure grid reference gives you a 100 metre by 100 metre square, an 8-figure grid reference will give you a 10 metre by 10 metre square. And so if you put the zeros intersect on this building or on your target, you'll see between the 0 and the 1 you've got little bars, and on the normal compass you'll only get 4 lines, so you have to judge where the halfway point is. On the small compass you've got these little lines telling you where each one is, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then there wouldn't be a 10 because 10 would be onto the next one to be 0. So you can say the 8-figure grid reference for this little building, what looks like the graveyard, would be 057 at the bottom, and 057, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's just over that one, so 0577. And then for the northing, you do the same along here, 046, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you'll see the line doesn't quite reach the 6 line, so it'll be 0465. So 057 70465, and that's the 8-figure grid for this, and that gives you a 10 meter by 10 meter square, which if you zoom in with this you can see is that big. So it's really easy to identify which building you're talking about. If you talk about that 8-figure grid, then if somebody finds it, they can go on. Okay, so they said it was I said it was 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So put that on there. And then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then put that on there. And they can then look kind of in this area and go, okay, right, that's that building. That gives you a 10 meter by 10 meter square. Really simple, really easy. You can go higher than 10. Grid references go up to something ridiculous. I think I've seen 14-figure grid references in real life, which is just, I think that's what, a centimetre by a centimetre. You're not going to need that in ArmA. 8-figure is really good if you need to do a precise location. If you're looking for something like a big building, so for example, if you want to give the grid reference of this building, you can give the 8-figure grid for the centre of it, or you could just say the building in grid 051052, and that will show them this grid reference, and then they go, oh, okay, there's only one building there, right? Unless you mean that. A slight issue with doing 8-figure grid references on buildings kind of this size or bigger is it's obviously bigger than the 8-figure grid reference. So if you just do the grid reference in the centre of it, people will know which building you're talking about. And that is a really basic tutorial on how to do 4-figure, 6-figure and 8-figure grid references. So quick recap: along the bottom is eastings, along the side is northings. You always go eastings and northings in the bottom left hand corner, and then you use, to get 8-figure, you use the small compass for preference. You put the cross, where the two zeros cross, on what you want the grid reference of. And each one of these bars is 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So that is 0595, 0593. That's all for this video. In later videos I'll be going over using the compasses a bit more to find bearings, etc. But for now, just, thanks for watching and all that. Have fun doing grid references. Please don't do keypads. Bye.